We're moving up the chain from teaching to adaptive learning to active reasoning systems. And if we look at cybernetics and cognitive systems, they are in the next foreseeable 5 years itself, we're going to start to see them have maturity to be able to mimic, and that's what we're in the business of. IBsoft is in the business of cloning engineering brains so that we can absolve engineers and make engineers focus on higher forms of creative, higher up the value chain, while majority of IT infrastructure can be done by these expert systems that have cloned engineers' brains. So to answer, if you think of where will it stop and where are we going, so if you look at the research today that we are doing, my question to you would be, how does human brain learn? Human brain learns in a very interesting way, as opposed to the earlier models that have concentrated on taking all the knowledge that exists. So data processed into knowledge, into information, and trying to squeeze it into computing systems. That's the traditional approach for capturing knowledge. The problem is that in our decades since being born, we have learned so much with everything about a cup of coffee, about a table, about our experience in the flight and crossing the East River on a car. You would learn so much already that the amount of knowledge that you are trying to distill into a system faces combinatorial explosion. And no matter what predicate logic you apply, and we had applied predicate logic and meta reasoning to try and capture the knowledge bases, it is a very vast body that you are trying to capture into this. The approach is a top-down approach. Now compare it to how a human brain learns. And that's the hotbed of research that we've been doing over the last few years, where you see that the human brain is learning like a hierarchical temporal memory system. Human brain is a nodal memory. It touches a hot plate once, it says, hot. Second time, ooh, hot. Third time, oh, I'm not going to touch that hot plate. It is learning by bottom-up experiences, and it's a statistical learning. So if you flip that equation of learning from a top-down way to a bottom-up way, using an HTM system, hierarchical temporal memory systems, you have achieved the ability to truly start to mimic the way human brains are learning. And statistical learning, the one fast thing about this is that what took humans decades to learn, you throw high-speed computing and you can crunch it into hours through those experiences, because the data and information already exists, and these systems can rapidly learn. Rather than the predicate logic and meta-reasoning approach, they can radically learn quickly through statistical Bayesian models and statistical learning methods. So where does this go? If we are truly able to take the HTM systems and start to clone human intellect, where will it go? Sky is the limit. We just need to be faithful professors to make sure that these systems do not start to govern us, as opposed to we governing these systems. Because you're right, it is a very, it's an interesting crossroads that you reach, because at some point cybernetics has the potential of being able to come up with active reasoning systems.